We're in for a wild ride today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I get started with the video, I just want to say yes, half these lights are on, half of them are off. They're broken. Nothing I can do about it. So, also this piece of hair keeps sticking up and I hate it. Anywho, today I'm gonna be telling you guys crazy stories from my childhood. And by childhood, I mean like elementary / middle school. Now, I just want to say I peaked in middle school. I don't mean like looks wise, but social life wise, everything was better. I went out every weekend. I had all these friends. Like, I always had plans. And then when I got into high school, that just slowly died down, and suddenly I was spending every weekend at home alone in my bed watching movies by myself, which is fine. Like, that's just who I am. I realized that. I didn't realize I was an introvert until like freshman year, but all that matters is that I know that now. Is this like background is like annoying? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Like, what is this hair doing? Is this background like annoying? Like, there's nothing I can do about it. All right, just deal with it. Oh my god, this is the worst. Oh god. Anyways, I'm just gonna get started. I don't care about the background. It's pillows. Who cares? I also had a few sips of coffee before I drank this because I wanted to be energized to tell the stories, because sometimes listening to my own voice kind of puts me to sleep. So I'm a little psycho right now, since coffee has the same effect that cocaine would have on someone, on me. Was that even a normal sentence? I don't know. Let's just get started with the stories. No, that's not clickbait. I actually did get hit by a car. This story takes place, I'll tell this one first. This story takes place in 5th grade, I believe. Might have been 4th grade. I think it was 5th grade. I don't remember. It was in elementary school, so I was probably like 11, maybe 12. I don't know. I've told the story so many times, but I'm probably still gonna suck at it because I suck at telling stories. Anyways, let's just get started. So, when I was in elementary school, I had a best friend who is no longer my best friend. We're still friends, like we're friendly. We follow each other on Instagram, so if you're watching this.
What's that?
Girl. Anyways, my best friend in elementary school lived down the street from me, so like literally 3-minute drive from my house. All you have to do is go to this light, keep driving straight, and like I was at her house. So I would go to her house all the time, and we'd hang out all the time. So one night, it was a school night, it was like 8 o'clock, and my mom was picking me up soon, but for some reason I was at her house. Maybe I just wanted to like hang out with her, I don't know. We always kind of did like risky stuff when we were together. Like, we would go on Omegle all the time and say that we were like 14 years old when we were really 11 and be like, hi, and we saw some inappropriate stuff on there. Like, this is why I'm so messed up now, because I went on Omegle when I was 11 and told people that I was 14. We did that every single time we hung out, and it was like me who would initiate it. I'd be like,
let's go on Omegle and talk to strange men.
I don't know, they were different times back then. Like, I wouldn't do that now. I mean, if it was for a video, maybe I would. I just loved doing that. I don't know. It was something that I enjoyed. Talking to strangers. I actually made some good friends on there. One kid I added on Snapchat. He told me all about how his sister died. Okay, I'm literally getting so off track. Sorry, this is what happens when there's caffeine in my body. So, what was I saying? Oh god, I really should have like written down a template for me to follow, because my brain is everywhere right now. So we were hanging out and we decided that we really wanted ice cream. Like, we were craving ice cream, and she didn't have any ice cream in her house, so we were like, okay. She was like, let's walk across the street to the grocery store and get some ice cream. Mind you, she lived next to like a very busy street. Like, I live next to a highway, which is why there's always car sounds. But yeah, I live next to a highway and she lives down the street from me, so she lives next to like a very busy road that kind of leads to the highway. There's lots of people flying down that road all the time, and it's also next to a light, so a lot of people like really speed to try to make the light. I've done that before, guilty, but I've never hit a child. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we decided we wanted to go to the grocery store, and she also had a little brother who was a few years younger than us, and she told me that her and him would always go across the street and go to the grocery store and like pick up snacks whenever they felt like it and their mom didn't want to drive them. She lived right across the street from this shopping center that had like a Rite Aid that I still go to all the time, like a Dollar Tree, a grocery store that is now closed down, but like just this big shopping center that had the grocery store in it. But to get there, you had to cross the very busy road, and I didn't have much experience with things like that. Like, my mom never really let me do things by myself. Like, she was very protective of me, and at the time my sister was like being very rebellious, I think. So my mom kind of had like a tight grip on us, so I wasn't used to doing things by myself, like going places. It just wasn't a thing. I was like 11 or 12, so cute. That's not really that abnormal. But my best friend's mom, I'm just gonna call her Katie. So Katie's mom was like, okay, you guys can walk across the street, get some ice cream, I'll give you some money, here you go. Because her and her brother did it all the time. It was no big deal. Her mom was obviously very different than my mom. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but like I just wasn't used to doing things like this, and I kind of knew it was wrong. Like it was literally dark outside and we were gonna be walking across a busy street, going into the sketchy shopping center to a sketchy grocery store and getting freaking ice cream. But you know me, my sweet tooth just, she's crazy. So her mom gives us the money and we go outside, get ready to cross the street, and like there's just cars flying by and it's dark outside. So like, you know, I'm also like half blind, like literally my vision is so bad, and I had glasses on, but still, you know, I guess I'm just really stupid. Maybe that's it. But anyways, we're waiting to cross the street. We're all holding hands and I'm kind of like nervous. And when I get nervous, my sense of judgment gets so clouded and so messed up. My decisions are just so bad. Like when I took my driver's test for the first time, you had to turn out of the MVA onto a really busy road, and I saw cars coming and I turned anyways, and then the next thing I know, there's this huge truck behind me honking at me, and then the driving instructor was like, all right, just turn into the shopping center here and we're gonna end your driver's test. And I was like, and I cried the rest of the day. That's a different story for a different time. Why am I telling another story while I'm telling a story? Oh my god. I'm surprised you haven't clicked off yet. Let's keep going. So anyways, we're waiting to cross the street holding hands, and a few seconds go by. We're still waiting for like the cars to clear. They're not really clearing. And then there's like a little window of time where there's no cars, but there is a car in the distance coming. Like I see the headlights. Something in my brain was like, you can make it, Kennedy, just go for it, you can do it. So I like release my hand from theirs and just sprint as fast as I can across the street. Obviously not fast enough. So I'm running, this is like all that I remember. I'm running across the street, and like right before I make it to the other side, like I see the headlights right next to me and I hear a car honking. Like that's gonna make me move any faster, like what the fuck? And then I feel the car slam into my leg. I fly forward, like flip forward onto the sidewalk. My vision kind of goes black and I can't really hear anything. Like I don't remember. I remember hearing Katie and her little brother screaming my name and like running, they like ran across the street after me. So like, which means that there was like a emptiness that we could have crossed right after that car that hit me had driven by. But I guess I just really wanted to get hit. I don't know. But yeah, they hit my leg. Luckily, if it was a second sooner, like they could have hit my entire body and I could have been like, I don't know, paralyzed, dead, in the hospital. That's really scary to think about, but luckily they only hit my leg and I just flew forward. I like rammed into the cement, scraped my elbow and my knee. Then I remember like I was laying on the sidewalk and I opened my eyes and they're like standing over top of me and they're like, oh my god, are you okay? Like you just got hit by a car. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I swear to god, coffee turns me into a different person. It's bizarre. Absolutely bonkers. So yeah, and then they like helped me get up and I'm like, oh my god, I scraped my elbow. I was like, holy crap, I just got hit by a car. That was so weird. Did you guys see that? And then they're like, should we walk back across the street? And I was like, I can't remember if I was crying or not. Like I probably was because I'm an emotional person, but yeah, I don't really. Oh, also, the car did not stop. It slowed down and then it kept going after it literally hit a child. Like I know they know that they hit me. Like I like heard my leg slam into their car. Like it was like a big boom, and they just didn't do anything. They just slowed down and then they just kept going. I guess they really wanted to make the light, so it's whatever. Anyways, they were like, we should go back, you could be hurt, blah blah blah, blah. We need to tell my mom. And I was like, no, let's go get the ice cream. So we went and got the ice cream, which was another like dangerous thing in and of itself. Like we could have gotten stolen, abducted. Weird people could have approached us because there was lots of weird people in that area. I don't know, we went anyways and we got the ice cream. I got a Twix bar and we stuck the Twix bar in the ice cream and we went back home and we ate it. It was pretty good. But I remember we had to call her mom and tell her to help us cross the street when we crossed back over because I was so scared. And they were scared too. Like I had scared everyone. So I remember when we got back into Katie's room, she took a picture of me with her phone and I was like holding my elbow, my like bruised, scratched, bleeding elbow, and I was like, I wish I had that picture to show you guys, but it was on her like flip phone. As you know, it was like 2011, so we didn't have iPhones. I mean, maybe we did, but we were both poor, so we didn't have iPhones. So then my mom picks me up. I decide I'm not gonna tell my mom because I know she's gonna get mad at me for like doing that. My mom's gonna get mad at me for getting hit by a car, so I decided not to tell her. So we didn't tell either of our parents. We agreed we weren't gonna tell them because we didn't want to get in trouble when it was just like such a big deal, and I was like, let's just forget about it. It can be a funny little inside joke, and just we never tell anyone that Kennedy got hit by a car. So then I get home and I remember like I was in the bathroom with my sister and I told her about it and she was like, Kennedy, like you have to tell mom, you literally got hit by a car, like you could have a concussion or something. But my sister went and told her anyways, and then my mom came up to me and like gave me a lecture, and she was like, I started crying and she was like, do you realize like if that car could have been a second sooner, you could be in the hospital, like you could be really seriously hurt? And I was like, I don't know, like I wasn't thinking. And so yeah, she gave me like this whole lecture, and then she called Katie's mom and yelled at her and was like, how could you let my daughter do this? It was this whole big ordeal, but it passed. We stayed friends until like Katie moved away. Yeah, that was the time I got hit by a car. Can you believe it? I honestly can. I literally just had to take a break because I felt like somebody literally had drugged me. I don't know why coffee has such a terrible effect on me, but it does. Okay. Next story takes place in middle school, and it's not really like a story so much as just describing something that I used to do. So let's do it. So in middle school was definitely the peak of my social life. Like I had so many friends. I went out like every weekend. There was always things to do on the weekend and I would always do them, like always going out, always making memories, and I just don't do that anymore. One of the things that we would have on the weekends were these dances. We have this local like community center near where we live, and it's like a very popular thing. Like there's gym, pool, like there's lots of things at it. So we would have middle school dances every single Saturday, and they were like poppin'. Like there were so many people there. There's two gyms, so one gym would have like a DJ, like the lights would be off, there'd be like lights everywhere, so many people, and it was mostly people like grinding and making out. Like there would literally be security guards that would come through and like have to break people up because they looked like they're about to like have illegal sex on the freaking floor. Ew, that sounds so gross, but like they were so much fun. There was like a snack table, and then in the other gym it'd be basketball, where like all the boys who are too embarrassed to dance, too shy to dance, would just play basketball and like try to impress the girls, and the girls would just watch them and be like,
shoot a hoop for me.
I was one of the girls. Just kidding, I wasn't. I was my own bitch, okay? Just wait. So anyways, we'd have these dances every weekend, and you'd always get ready with your friends, put your makeup on, straighten the out of your hair. Like everyone would straighten their hair, and just everyone's hair in middle school was just fried. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you went to middle school with me, you know what I'm talking about. We would wear these ugly little crop tops and jean shorts that would be like so far up your ass that your whole butt was hanging out. Like your butt cheeks were just there, and your jean shorts were just sucked up your butt. And then everyone would smell like Justin Bieber perfume or Bath and Body Works perfume. Like there was literally 3 scents. The main one was Justin Bieber. I would wear that one, but I'd steal it from my friend because I was too poor to actually buy the Justin Bieber perfume. Anyways, so we get all ready with your friends, and then you'd stand in line, and it would be like $20 to get in. Like they made freaking money out of these dances, and we'd stand in line and we'd wait, and then we'd get in and we'd be like, ah, and then you'd see like people that you know, like from Facebook, because Facebook was a really big thing back then, and there were so many boys there and so many girls there, so it was like one big night of just, it's like miniature clubbing. Like that's the closest I've ever been to clubbing, and probably the closest I ever will be, because I hate being around drunk people. Okay, I'm literally malfunctioning right now. My stomach, I'm starting to get stomach pains. Why do I do this to myself? Like I know what it does to me. So anyways, that's kind of like sets up how the dances worked for you. I remember there was this one dance where like it was a thing for like girls to try to go around and hug as many people as they could, or like, I don't know, maybe it was just me and my freaking weird friends, but this dance I just decided to go around and hug as many boys as I could. So I would just walk up to a boy and be like, and we just hug and then walk away. Like it was the most fun thing for me. I was a little attention whore, so. But I would literally run up to boys, hug them, run away, find another one, hug them. The thing is though, I was always too scared to grind with boys, and like some people would make out on the dance floor. I never did that. I think I maybe grinded with like 2 boys my entire middle school career. And then by the end of the night, like I never wanted to leave. They were just so much fun for me. Like I wanted to stay there the whole night. Like I never wanted to leave. Like it went by so fast. I'd be like, no, I wish it wouldn't end. And we'd always take pictures and post them on Facebook the next day. They were so much fun, but like they died down in like 7th and 8th grade, and then I just stopped having a social life. Oh god, I was so annoying back then too. I was like that bitch. I was the girl who would like walk around and like try to be weird and funny to get people's attention. Like ew, I was so disgusting, but I mean I still am. What's changed, honestly? So those are my crazy childhood stories. I know like I only told 2, but I honestly just want to tell that first one because getting hit by a car is a pretty exciting thing. Like who wouldn't want to talk about it on YouTube? So I need to go lay down before I literally have a panic attack, because I feel like I feel one coming on right now. I'm not joking. My heart's beating really fast. I'm gonna never drink coffee again. That's a lie. I'm probably gonna, like, next video you're gonna see me, hey guys, I just drank coffee. I feel like I'm dying again. Anyways, hope you enjoyed hearing these crazy stories about my childhood. I probably could think of many more because I had such a fun childhood. Like, oh, my life is so boring now. Man. I'll see you guys in my next video, which is gonna be a really fun vlog. Really excited for that, so stay tuned. And yeah, love you so much. Thanks for watching. Excuse me, that was rude. Bye! Ew, that sounds like The Grudge and I'm scared. Ugh.